Hey guys, it's Annie, and I figured this week would be a great week for me to show you how I do my dramatic eyes. I like to do this whenever I go out on dates, or if I'm going out in the town with some girls, or just basically anywhere that I want to dress up for. So basically, I've already done my regular makeup without doing anything to my eyes. So what I start off with is this the Shadow Insurance. Basically, any primer will do, and it'll help make sure that all the color stays on. So first you just want to put that on as like a little base to your eyeshadow. And all you have to do is just smooth it on over your whole lid. And I like to put it underneath my lid as well, like in the corner, as well as underneath the under eye, because I like to put a little bit of shadow under there as well. Okay, so now that that's done, the second step I do is, as I told you before, I really like to use the highlighter pencil, and this is just a cheap white pencil. I think I got it years ago at Walgreens. And so I like to put it right underneath my eyebrow, right there, and then right there in the corner of my eye. And so the white pencil, it may be a little stark right now, obviously, but when you put a little shadow over it, it blends it, so then it looks more natural. So then my blender I use is the Maybelline Tranquil Sands. It's just like one of those like pearly pale nudes, and so then I just put that over it, so that it blends it in a little bit better. Just like so. Pretty easy, simple. And then right after that, I next start with a base color. And so for my dramatic eyes, I like to start with a brown base, just to kind of get it all started. I'm using one of my bigger brushes. And so then you just put that up at the top lid, right here. It just kind of gives it a great base color, and it lets you blend it a little better, because sometimes with the eye primer it can get stuck and it does its job too well. So then for this one, I'm going to be doing like, let's see, I'm going to do a brownish gold with the dark black as well. And so for this, I'm going to start off with a little bit of my lighter gold color. See, I just have like I have a little palette right there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm starting off with this light gold color right here in the little, right next to that eyeshadow you just put on. And it's just like painting your face, really. That's all it is. And so then I go on to the next color, which is a darker gold bronze brown. And I just wipe that over the lid right here. You don't want it up here because you don't want to look like you're a little schoolgirl playing with your mommy's makeup. And the key to all this is just blending and knowing where to balance it. Like, if I'm going to do a really dramatic eye, I don't really want to wear bright lipstick because then it makes it look a little ridiculous. Makes it look like you're trying too hard. So the key is to balance things out. So if I was going to do a bright lipstick, I would do more of a lighter eyeshadow. Okay, so then now that I've done that, that's usually where I stop if I'm doing like a day look. And I also like to put it underneath the eye if I want just a little extra definition. So, pretty simple. So after that, I move on to my dark eyeshadow, which I'm just using this L'Oreal. It's a matte black. And I bought it years ago, and look how much I've used so far. And I use it pretty often, so it's really done me well. And for this, I start putting it right here underneath my brow bone. And that's just like right here. You can see where it naturally have it a little darker. It gives that natural shadow. And so it's just all about accentuating that shadow. And it'll make your eyes really pop if you do that. So, and you just do it real lightly. You don't want it to be like super dark unless you're wanting to go for like a really dark eye, which I mean, some people do. And then I just kind of bring it down here to like blend it in better. This is what works for me so far. And so then you just do it to the other side. And see, it works out pretty well. And you can bring it out a little bit further along the eyebrow, and so it kind of goes out past the eye, kind of giving it a cat eye winged look. And then also I like to add a little bit of that to my bottom lid too, just a little hint of it. You don't want it too dark. So then your lids look like that. And if you mess up, if it goes too high or anything like that, or you feel like it's a little too much, just go back to that nude base and just kind of sweep it over it right there at the top. And it will blend it in a little better. And so then it's less obvious. So finally, what I like to do, either you can use, sometimes I like to use my my water, the marker, eyeliner marker. Oh, here it is. Where did it go? But I've really taken to recently doing, I know some of you already know about this technique. It's the one where you do it along the eye rim on the bottom. And, you just pull it down. And that little rim right above where your lashes start, you can put your eyeliner there so it's not so heavy, but yet it really lines your eye pretty well. And see, I'm using a green because I feel like it brings out my green eyes, which is nice. And so then actually the new technique I've learned is to do that as well on the upper lashes. So you have to, it's kind of tricky, but you have to pull up your eyelashes, and then you see that inner rim, like right there, that's where you color. So it just kind of fills them in a little bit more. It can be a little difficult. It's taken me a couple tries to get it down. But I feel like it really effectively lines the eye without making it too apparent. This is just with a pencil. It's nothing fancy, because I don't have the money to do that yet. And then, finally, if you want to add a little of the other eyeliner to it. Let's see, where did that go? Of course, I can't find it. Oh, yeah. It's the liquid eyeliner. It's kind of tricky, but you can also do that as well. Just what you do is you keep it right along the lash line, and then if you want to wing it or make it a little thicker on the edge, that's usually what I do, but I'm not going to do that right now. So finally, then I just put on my mascara. Usually I like to double coat it, and if you're really wanting to make sure the lashes are you're getting them coated at the end, you can make it do it like that so they really are grabbing on. Yeah, and I do a funny face whenever I do my mascara. Apparently that's supposed to help. I don't know if that's true. I remember reading that in 17 magazine back when I was a child. And I was trying to do my own makeup. So then I just do one final coat on the outside lashes to really bring them out. Yeah, and there is my dark eye for when I go out, and you can see not too heavy, but it's just enough to add some definition and not make it too crazy. But of course, if you want to add more, you can. Sometimes I like to do a silver eye, and instead of the gold, I do the like a silver color, or sometimes I even like doing like a plum color, which is really fun. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.